household staples, and that's when I noticed rice cakes. Specifically, Korean rice cakes, or salt. Now, rice cakes are not a new concept to me, but I've only had them once, and it was more so trying someone else's. But I have no idea how they're prepared, and that caught my attention. Because there's plenty of foods that I can make, and quite a few foods that I'd consider comfort meals that my partner or I make. But there's lots of foods that I consider not to be in my comfort zone. So, this is DIScomfort Meals. Tteok-Bokki. Okay, so I'm vaguely following the recipe. I started off by putting the rice cakes in a bowl, let that sit in water for about 10 minutes. Chopped my veggies off camera because I'm not getting roasted for that. Building my sauce, my gochujang was very old. It's still perfectly fine. Extremely sticky. Use 2 spoons, that way you have 2 dirty spoons. There's my red pepper powder. I think I did just about 2 scoops of that size, the red pepper powder. Soy sauce, MSG. MSG is for good luck. This is homemade chicken broth that Morgan made. It's super gelatinous, very tasty stuff. Stirred that up, made sure it was a nice consistency. Put the rice cakes down in a cold pan before I added my sauce. Then I added my sauce. This was kind of a last minute idea to make this, so I didn't get any of the traditional broths or anything, but anyway, I also decided to be an insane person and make a coconut curry version at the same time, despite never having made rice cakes in any capacity. You'll see how very quickly I become overwhelmed. It was a terrible idea. I probably should have been way more on top of stirring this, but hey, look, there I am with 2 kitchen spoons trying to stir this at the same time. Insane idea. Here comes my third hand. Thank you, Morgan. She kind of took over a little bit. That's perfectly fine by me. She's a much better cook than I am. She's also more into spice, so she was going to be eating the spicy one as a meal, while I was going to be eating the coconut curry one. At this point, she's completely taken over. There's my face. I was overwhelmed. She boiled eggs and put it on. I thought that was kind of an insane move, but it turns out it's not really insane. Here's the traditional one. And here's the Thai curry. Just a few closing thoughts. I thought that this was a fun idea, and now I have another meal in my repertoire. We'll probably make it again. It was pretty easy to make. I know it's not a hard dish by any means, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.